What on, family? It's your boy Street News TV, back at y'all with another Chirac Street Legends, and this episode is going to be about none other than G.B.E. Capo. Now, G.B.E. Capo is originally from Lamron, but he ended up moving with his uncle to Front Street. Now, when this move occurred, G.B.E. Capo's little brother, which is a guy that goes by the name of Doo-Wop or Dooski, he moved to NLMB territory. Now this is where that bond between Front Street and NLMB comes in. You notice Capo was cool with all of the BDs pretty much. You know what I'm saying? 300, 600, O Block, and this is why that, like I said, this is why that bond is so so strong because Capo's brother has actually been in LMB for a minute. So Capo claimed Front Street and Capo claimed NLMB. Now, before Capo passed, Capo was doing his thing with the music, man. Capo was going crazy with the music. He was doing interviews, he was doing shows, he was staying out of town, he was with Chief Keef, he was with Fredo, he was decent. And I think that the reason why Capo's death was so hard or was taken so hard is because, he had actually already made it out. So this was like the biggest hit, you know what I'm saying? Like people like Pappy and LA, those were super big hits too. But, the fact is they had made it out. This guy was actually gone. He came back to visit and ended up getting killed. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with that, I found that to be kind of, you know what I'm saying? It was kind of weird, the whole situation, because Capo actually gave a shout out to a dude that goes by the name of Drama. Okay, Drama, MTG is named after Drama. Another name for MTG is called Drama World. MTG stands for Marytown Gangsters. So Capo was actually paying homage to Drama like a day or two before he died on Instagram. So, who would have thought that the same, the same guys that he's basically praising would be the one that takes his life. I remember some lyrics in one of Capo's songs. He talked about how another innocent victim dies by a drive-by, you know what I'm saying? And something about that mother crying or whatever. And I feel like
Stay woke! Stay woke! Stay woke! Stay there. I'm going to bed, took him to the fucking hospital, man. Come on. You know they said they on their way. He up. Let me move my car. Y'all, he up. He good.
Ironically, that's crazy because, that's how he ended up dying. And it kind of shows you that, we can speak stuff into existence, man. Now, I think what was so hard about Capo's death is the fact that, like I said, Capo was in a position to change, change lives, change the lives of the people that were around him at the time. So, a lot of dudes, a lot of dudes don't, they don't like that. We grew up together and you in a position to put smiles on your people's faces and change their conditions, and I'm still stuck in this, I'm still stuck in these same conditions. And also, what people got to keep in the back of their mind that not only is the beef not off when you start becoming successful, but you become a bigger target, man. You definitely become a bigger target because you now have money. So when you have money, you have influence. If not, just influence from being charismatic and being yourself, you have influence when it comes to the money because people will do anything for money. So if I'm at war with somebody and they acquire money, I'm going to want to try to get rid of them fast because we all know that, like, with money, you can end a war quick with money. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when you get successful, man, that beef ain't off, man. The beef is not off just because you made it out or because you decided you don't want to beef with these guys no more and you trying to change your life. No, it's still on. As a matter of fact, you're a bigger target now. Now, Capo died on 77th, or he got shot rather, on 77th in Kingston, which is not that far, not too far from MTG. And what I believe happened was, I believe that Capo's location was definitely given away. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I said it is because they came over there to kill Capo. Capo was shot once in the back and once in the hip. Also, in that Capo hit, it was a 13-month-old child that was killed. Now, how the child was killed was the police had got behind the assailants, and they started, of course, you know, trying to outrun the police or whatever, trying to get away from the police, and they ended up hitting a child. A mother was waiting at a bus stop or whatever, and they ended up hitting her child and killing her child. Now, what's really crazy about that is I heard that the dude that, because the driver got caught, the dude that actually pulled the trigger, he didn't get caught. But I heard that the dude that killed a 13-month-old, I heard that he's finna get out like very soon, like next year. You see what I'm saying? So I felt like that was, that was kind of crazy. All I could say is Shorty better keep his head on the swivel or either get out of Chicago, because they're definitely gonna probably seek revenge, you know what I'm saying, for that. Yeah, that whole situation with Capo was crazy though, man. The dude was coming back trying to, deal with some of his people, man, and this ended up happening. Now I think that, Capo kind of underestimated the whole situation. Like Capo was walking with somebody and they ended up shooting Capo in the back. Like Capo didn't even see this coming. And I feel like he should have definitely seen it coming. Why? Why should he have been aware of what was coming? Because Capo knew that NLMB had smoke with MTG. But not only that, Capo knew what type of niggas that he was around on a day-to-day basis. Capo was around some of the most notorious drill figures that ever walked the earth. You see what I'm saying? So he knew what came with it. He definitely knew what came with it. I feel like Capo should have been moving a lot better. I feel like, not to say that this is Chief Keef's fault or nobody else's fault. I just feel like a lot of times while we doing all of this dissing and while we doing all of this killing or paying for hits or whatever we doing in the streets, and this is not directed towards Chief Keef, but actually Chief Keef he's definitely guilty of this. You know what I'm saying? He's guilty of not protecting not only his people, but not protecting his investments. We have to stop even allowing our artists and our people that we know that have potential to be successful. We have to stop even allowing them to put themselves in situations like that. Like, if Capo would have been my artist, anytime Capo would have been in Chicago, Capo would have been heavily guarded. Why? Because not only was Capo a breadwinner, but Capo was making money for me. And on top of that, I loved Capo. So of course I'm not gonna allow Capo, even if Capo feels as though he don't need security or whatever, damn that. You gonna have security. Because at the end of the day, we can't afford to lose you, dog. And I feel like, man, people underestimate the streets all the time. They always saying what this nigga ain't on. And they always saying what this cat won't do. And at the end of the day, that is the wrong thing to do. Every time the streets get underestimated, the streets prevail. Because ain't none of us out here harder than the streets. The concrete jungle is the ultimate death trap. And I just want my younger listeners, man, even my older listeners, man, if y'all can learn something from this. But I really want to try to teach and touch the younger generation, because these are the guys that are out here slide. These are the guys that feel like they have no other choice but to indulge in gang activity. These are the guys who is pretty much trapped in these situations, and they feel like they have no out. Well, to those guys, believe me, I used to feel the same exact way. But believe this when I tell you, it's always somebody that's willing to help you, man. But if you're not really trying to get the help and you're not reaching out for this help, man, you will not receive it. I know the environment. I know some of us grew up in, you know what I'm saying, in drama-filled worlds, but guess what? It's always another way out. But certain things that you get caught up in, bro, certain stuff that you do, you put yourself at the point of no return to where you can't get out. And even when you think that you are out, guess what? There'll always be something that comes and bites you in the ass, man, because of something that you did in the past. Karma is very real, man. Don't never underestimate the laws of the universe. We gonna keep on rocking, man, with these Chirac Street Legends, man. The merch is out. Serious inquiries can DM me on Instagram at SNTV18. Also, if you would like help build the channel, if you would like to donate, you can hit the Cash App at $SNTV1. I appreciate y'all and thanks in advance. With that being said, it's your boy SNTV. I'm out.